Hey everybody, welcome to part 3 of the Tide and Texture crochet wrap for the Lion Brand Summer 2025 Mystery Make-Along. This stitch pattern doesn't really have a name. It's like a double crochet mesh window pane kind of deal here. We're coming off of this single crochet through the back loop, and we're kind of continuing with that and throwing this in between there. So you should be a pro at this back loop single crochet by now. So we're not really going to go over the majority of this section. I'm really only going to focus on 2 rows of this section, which would be rows 5 and 6. The rest of it is pretty straightforward. I will mention that the first 2 rows, which are worked in color B, which is your husk color, are setup rows. You are actually going to be decreasing by 1 stitch because in order to make this work, you need an uneven amount of stitches. So you're going to be taking it from 62 to 61 stitches. The rest of the rows 3, 4, 7, and 8, are all single crochet through the back loop or just regular single crochet. So like I said, we're going to be focusing only on rows 5 and 6. So that being said, let's jump right into row 5. So you have done, to get to this point, row 1 single crochet through the back loop, row 2 single crochet through the back loop with a decrease, row 3 single crochet through the back loop, row 4 regular single crochet, row 5, here's where we go, chain 3. Now we should know by now I do not like counting that as a stitch, but we turn around. Okay, so that's no stitch. Now we're going to double crochet, but again, if you want that to be your stitch, then just don't double crochet in this first. That's fine. So we're gonna double crochet here. Okay, now all we're doing, it easy peasy. You could probably just figure it out from literally looking at, am I like lined up? There we go. From looking at this. So we're skipping every other stitch, right? So we're going to skip that one and we're going to go in that one. And we're going to skip that one and we're going to go in that one. And we're just going to do that all the way across. So, but we're not just skipping haphazardly. We need a chain because we don't want to actually decrease our stitch count. So we just did that double crochet and we're going to chain 1. And then we're going to skip this one. And we're going to double crochet into that bad boy right there. And then chain 1. And then double crochet. And chain 1. And up, and there goes my yarn rolling across the floor. Let's pull out some of this. Okay. I'm making a mess. Double crochet. All right. And all the way across. I hope that you guys are loving this by now. I really like the crochet version of this, and I really love crocheting in this yarn. I like the weight that it has. Okay. Easy, right? You're like, I don't even need to be watching this. Why am I watching this video? Here we go. The next one, the next video. That's probably the one everybody's waiting for. All right. The next stitch is actually where this whole thing started from. That's what started this whole. All right, so we got two stitches left, and we do a double crochet into that last stitch. All right, so now here is row 6, and this is the important one. Not hard, just important. So chain 1 and turn. Now the important part is just that you want to make sure that you are counting the double crochet and the chain space as a stitch, because you want to make sure that the stitch count actually remains the same across. So you should end up with 61 single crochet. Obviously this isn't 61, but your wrap should be 61 single crochet at the end of this row. So you're gonna just single crochet in that first stitch, and then in the space and in the top of the double crochet. So in the space and the double crochet and the space and double crochet, and that's it. So like I said, for this section is super simple. The majority of it is some form of single crochet, whether it is through the back loop or straightforward single crochet, and then you're just alternating between Neptune and husk. So the first 2 rows of the section are in husk, and the last 2 rows of the section are in husk, and that will bring us to our next part, which is the main part of your wrap. And when I get to the end of this row and stop talking and turn off the video, I will pause and, well, you know what? I'm just gonna stop because you got that, and I'll see you in the next video.